We have generated over $15 million in revenue for our clients using Google Ads. And after doing 1100 plus A/B testing for our campaign, we came to realize that the most important thing when it comes to conversion rate optimization is cost per click. And a lot of people misses out on how exactly they can optimize their cost per click, reduce their cost per click. Especially when I was starting out my journey learning Google Ads, I always used to wonder, is there any roadmap that I can follow in order to reduce my cost per click? Because I used to work for industries which has cost per click as high as $50 per click. So I always used to wonder, can I decrease this? Because you have to understand that if you have a daily budget, then you can only get a certain amount of clicks, and if the cost per click is high, you will get low number of clicks, and the low number of click there is, the lower the chance of getting a conversion. So if we can reduce the cost per click, the more clicks you will get on a daily basis, and more conversion, the chance of conversion goes up. So in this very video, we are going to cover the exact roadmap, exact step you can take in order to reduce your cost per click. So without wasting any time, let's get into the first point that you can implement. Now, coming to the factors that we can actually control in order to lower down our cost per click, and the very first point I want to talk about is your keyword type. Whenever you get into an ad account, you are presented with two options, either to choose long tail keyword or to choose short tail keyword. Short tail keyword are basically 2 to 3 words long, and they are very competitive in nature, and long tail keywords are a longer sentence, or you can say 5 to 6 characters long, and it is basically a bit niched towards what your business serves towards the customer. So I will just give you an example. If you are a roofer in Texas, there are two options for you: either bid on best roofers in Texas, roofers in Texas, your bidding keyword, roofers in Texas. But you have to understand, all your competitor who are roofers in Texas are bidding on this keyword. So obviously the cost per click will be on the higher side, because there are 50 roofers who are using Google Ads in order to get leads in Texas, and you are also getting into that competitive niche keyword. So obviously the cost per click will be around 20 to 30 per click. So if you go for a very specific long tail keyword, what happens is your competition goes on the lower side, because less business will be bidding on long tail keywords. For example, commercial roofer in Texas or residential roofer in Texas. So automatically your competition decreases, the cost per click, the top of the page bid rate decreases. So whenever you are presented with ad account, whenever you are presented with the research phase, and if you have a limited pocket, if you have a limited budget, or your client have a limited budget, what you have to understand is go for long tail keyword instead of short tail keyword. So explore your option. There will be less search volume in long tail keyword, obviously, but it gives you a benefit over your competitor if you have limited budget. So this is the very first point I wanted to mention. So I have just given an example. Personal trainer, the average cost per click, if $3.10, but if you go a bit specific to what exactly you want, then what exactly your business offers, then the cost per click reduces drastically. Obviously the search volume will be less for this, but again, if you have a limited budget, this is the very best option that you can follow. So this is the first point I want to talk about. Now coming to the next point that we can actually control and optimize is basically testing, and I have talked to multiple agency owners, multiple experts who believe that whenever you are starting a new account, you should start with only one ad, only one campaign, not to confuse Google algorithm. And I find it weird, to be honest. What strategy we follow and we scale our clients with is basically test as much as possible. Whenever you are getting into a new account, or you are getting into an account that has already been running ads, so you have to create multiple ad groups, according to the service If you are a roofer, you are offering a residential roofing, also commercial roofing. So create a different ad group, different campaigns, and place 3 ads in it, just to test it out. You can't be sure what exactly is working. You can do all your competitor research, you can do all your keyword planning, but in order to understand what exactly is working, you have to test. And this is the next point that I wanted to talk about, is basically you have to test your keyword types, headlines, description, landing pages. In the first 2 months, the goal of your Google ad account or optimization should be test as much as you can. And once you have the best winning keywords, best winning ad copies, best winning headlines, description, then it is time to scale for you. Then it is time to choose those best working headlines, ad groups, and then bid more on it, invest more on, because you already know that this is what is working for me, this is what is working in my area, and now is the time to scale it. So I want you to whenever you get an account, create 3. Google gives you 3 ad copies. Test out with different factors, right? In one of the ad copy, don't pin anything, right? Just give the Google liberty in order to test. In the second ad copy, pin some headlines, unique selling points for your business, pin those. And in the third ad copy, just pin the first position and leave the 2 position as vacant and let Google optimize it. And after 1 month of time, you will get to know which exact ad copy is working best for you, the unpinned one or the semi-pinned one or the fully pinned one. And then you can make decisions. Okay, this is the best working headline, this is where I need to optimize. So this was just an example from top of the head. So this is what I have covered in this table: short keywords, long tail keyword, branded keywords. So add some of the short keywords, some of the long tail keywords in your ad account, and see which is giving you conversions, which is giving you better performance, and then optimize accordingly. So this is the next point I wanted to talk about. Then turn off high cost per click keywords, especially if you have very limited budget. If you are working in a budget $1,000 to $1,500 per month budget, you have to be a little aggressive with pausing what is not working. There will be keywords which will be costing you $100 per conversion. Do you think it's worth it? So just ask yourself this question: should I only keep the ones which are working best for me, or I should keep on keeping all the keywords active and relying on the future? So just pause the keywords which are taking too much of money. The cost per click is going high as $50, $60. It is not worth it if you have $1,000 of budget. So you have to make sure that your cost per click is enough in order to give you 10 to 15 clicks every single day. So if you have let's say $5 or $3 cost per click and you have the budget of $20 per day, then it's completely okay, right? Because you will be getting around 10 to 12 clicks every single day in in your account, and that is enough clicks for Google to optimize and for you to get conversions. But if you have a cost per click of $20 and your daily budget is $40, and then you will be only receiving maximum 2 clicks, 2 or 3 clicks per day, and that is not good. So just be aggressive with the optimization. If you feel like that the certain keywords is taking too much of your budget, if it's going, the cost per click is going on the above side, don't wait for its future optimization. Don't give it time, because what happens is you already have a limited budget of $1,000 and you are giving a keyword too much preference, then it will take your budget and not give you result. Focus on what is working in your ad account, and for now when you have limited budget, just focus on that keywords, and in the future when you have enough budget, just on pause it, but for now focus on what's working for you. Now coming to the next point, improving your quality score. So what is quality score? Quality score is basically Google way of ranking you as an advertiser on the scale of 1 to 10. So you have to understand that Google itself is a business, right? Whenever someone searches for certain thing on Google, it want to make sure that they are presented with the best companies, best offers, best results on their search. And even if you are paying Google for your ads, it want to make sure that your ad are relevant enough. So I will just give you an quick example of how exactly this works. Let's say that you are a roofer in Texas, right? The previous example we are taking, and the cost per click, top of the page bid rate is around $25 per click in that area in Texas, and you have multiple competitors bidding for the same keyword. But if you plan it, if you do Google ads in a very if you plan it and do Google ads in a very strategic manner, what you will do is basically segregate your ad group based on the keywords, right? So let's say that you have created a separate ad for roofers in Texas, just targeting this keyword. You have made the ad copy very relevant to the keyword. You have made a separate landing page for this particular keyword. So when Google sees this, when it sees that okay, your keyword is this, your ad copy is this, and your landing page is this, and the search is this, and all four are very relevant to each other, very targeted to each other, so it automatically give you a good quality score above 7, right? 7, 8, 9, 10. And what happens is this reduces the cost per click, because you are following the best practices as an advertiser. So Google gives you an unfair advantage over your competitors, right? So it helps you rank at a cheaper cost per click. So if your competitors are paying $25 for the same keyword, you are paying $18 for the same keyword, because you are doing it in a very strategic manner, right? So you have to make sure that your quality score is on the higher side. And how you can achieve it? You have to divide the ad groups, divide the campaign based on the services, and you have to design separate landing pages. So you have to design the funnel in such a way that user intent, what user is searching for, your ad is very relevant to what he is searching for, and that way you can improve the quality score, the amount of time people spend on your landing page. So make sure your landing page has all the essential information that the user is searching for, and using these practices you can improve your quality score and hence lower down your cost per click. Yeah, so just work on the quality score. And coming to the last point that we are going to cover in this video is introduction of Performance Max. And if you have an account which has above 30 conversions, then you are good to go to introduce PMax into your campaigns. And if you have lower conversions into an ad account, I won't recommend you to introduce PMax. Wait for at least 25 conversions before you introduce PMax. So if you are working on a new account, just work for 1.5 months, 1 month in order to receive 20, 25, 30 conversions, and then introduce PMax. So basically PMax is a way using which you can utilize all the Google's platform, not just search campaigns. You are not just relying on the search results, you are also relying on YouTube, Gmail, Discovery, Display, search, every places that Google, every platform that Google has. So it basically increases your reach, increases the number of clicks that your current ad account or your current ads are receiving. So you have to understand that Performance Max is very cheap. It's as compared to search campaign, these are very cheap campaigns. You can easily run good campaigns in the budget of $5 to $10 daily budget for Performance Max, and it can give you wonder performance because it is very cheap. But one thing that I want to mention is that you have very less control over Performance Max if you compare it with your search campaign. So it's better to use Performance Max when your account has a conversion history, so that Google knows that who is our ideal client, who we are targeting with these keywords, whom we are targeting, whom we are trying to serve. So introduce PMax when you have enough conversions, and then PMax can give you a cheaper leads and reduce your cost per click because it's very cheap. So just to add a point, that whenever you have above 30 conversion, go for PMax and introduce PMax. Don't just rely on PMax because you will have very low control over it. So just use search as a main campaign and then PMax as a secondary, because PMax will take time to optimize. So give it time and introduce PMax. So these are all the points that I wanted to talk about. And when I started out, I wished I had someone told me these points, because they are key in order to give the scale an account, lower the cost per click, and hence increase the CRO, conversion rate optimization. So just implement these points, and I am very certain that your cost per click will reduce down. And if you are someone looking for Google Ads services, we are here for you, and we can schedule a call and discuss about how exactly we can help. So thank you for your time and have a great day.